Hi, this is Stacey Blackmon, your local real estate professional for Carlsbad, New Mexico, here today with another community snapshot. Remember, I don't just sell houses, I sell a community. Today I'm here with Jeff Campbell from the Carlsbad Department of Development, and we're going to talk about the latest developments in commercial and business here in town.
Well, thank you, Stacey, for having me. It's my pleasure to join you today. Carlsbad, over the last probably 5 to 10 years, has really been experiencing a lot of growth on several different fronts. Our industries have been taking off. Oil and gas has been the predominant leader in that area. But we also have potash mining, the WIP, which is the waste isolation pilot plant in nuclear. Our medical facilities have been expanding. We've been ranked top 5 in the state in manufacturing, and we're also looking at expanding in aviation. On the commercial side of things, we've been growing by leaps and bounds in terms of retail and restaurants and different options for people to do things here in town rather than leaving town, as you may know.
Yes.
A lot of people do the Carlsbad thing where, we usually go shop or eat or watch entertainment somewhere else because there hasn't always been the offerings here. But recently, though, that's been changing.
We've really been noticing it too. I know that when I go and talk to some of the new businesses in town and some of the, go shopping at some of the businesses in town, we really are starting to have a whole lot more variety, and places that have been here but started upgrading their facilities, it's really making a difference. So are there any secrets that you can tell us about? I know some things are under wraps, but what have we had in the past year that has been kind of exciting?
Well, the last 12 months have seen us really grow on the retail side. We had a development called the Carlsbad Pavilion take off, which is anchored by Ross, that actually opened in March of this year, I believe. And it's got partner retailers in there of Maurice's, Melrose Fashions, and Famous Footwear. And each one of those businesses, I think the CDOD has worked on for close to 8 years on. So it's nice to see those come to fruition, to give Carlsbad more options, keep dollars here in the economy that helps us keep growing. So, and also in addition to that, we've seen, in the last couple of years, more restaurants start to open. We've had Buffalo Wild Wings open. McAllister's Deli came to Carlsbad. We've seen some local businesses open, Marion's New American Restaurant. So it's been nice to see some of these come in and really, give Carlsbadians something else to do and spend their money here rather than leaving town.
And I gotta tell you, we have been to a whole bunch of those places you mentioned. My husband and I aren't, super huge on being trendy, but we were there the day opening of McAllister's. Oh yeah, we were there. So when it becomes an event in town, it just tells you that people are so excited about how we're developing and how we're growing. We're getting lots of new people moving into town. We have a serious demand on our housing market, and that's why when y'all hear the market analyses each week, man, it's busy. We're having a lot of fun. So
yeah, we always talk about those as being, growing pains and good pains, good, problems to have, but they are still problems. We have a serious, demand for housing, workforce housing. I mean, really across the whole spectrum. And as you know, you would know better than me, but that's one of the things that businesses ask about the most when they look at Carlsbad is, number one, where are they going to get their employees? Because we've had a historic, lower unemployment rate than anyone in southeastern New Mexico, and that's because we're so well positioned with our industry base. But also, housing, if they bring employees in, where are they going to live? So that's another thing. But the bright side of having those kind of problems is we've seen studies where Carlsbad, for being a micropolitan area, which is an area of under 50,000 people or less, we've been ranked 4th in the country this year in terms of growth. And Eddy County has been ranked 1st in growth in New Mexico for the 2nd straight year. Plus, oil and gas, we've been leading the entire world down here in the Permian Basin, which is in here and parts of Texas. So there's a lot of bright spots for coming to Carlsbad right now, and the future looks completely optimistic right now.
listen, if you own a restaurant chain and you've been thinking about where to go, come on to Carlsbad. We got places, we've got a need for food, everybody's hungry. And we'd be getting in touch with you to do something like that, right?
Yes, ma'am.
How do we get a hold of you?
Well, you can reach me by calling the office here at 575-887-6562, or you can get up on our website at www.developcarlsbad.org.
Develop Carlsbad. Awesome. I love the idea behind that. Well, thanks so much, Jeff, for letting us talk to you today. I like hearing the positive news about Carlsbad. I love knowing that we're growing and growing.
Yeah.
And we can feel it when we're driving across town. There's just all kinds of license plates that are not just New Mexico, so it's good to see.
When I moved here 8 years ago, we used to joke that Carlsbad had rush minute, and now we're truly getting up to almost a rush half hour, if not an hour. So it's growing by leaps and bounds.
Yeah, you can feel it. And again, we're busy showing houses and selling houses. I just got 3 sides under contract this weekend,
Well,
so
congratulations.
it was a busy weekend. But so once again, this is Stacey Blackmon with Century 21 Associated Professionals right here in Carlsbad, New Mexico, and we'll see you next time.